said, okay. I'd like to call the Town of Wappinger Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for July 22nd to order. Can I have everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. Can I have a roll call, please, B?
Mr. Delaporte?
Here.
Mr. Hernandez?
Here.
Mr. Barr?
Here.
Mr. Donato?
Here.
Mr. Lorenzini?
I'm here, thank you. Acceptance of the minutes from the June 24th, 2025 meeting. Did everybody get a chance to look through them? Any changes, any problems?
No.
Now, can I have a motion to accept?
Motion?
We're going to move.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session to speak with our,
Actually, I think we're going to do that before the, I'm sorry, I would ask that we do that before the Barzalo application.
Okay.
Since that's, yeah.
perfect. So we're going to jump right into the public hearings. Appeal number 257847, Pavel Sepko, seeking an area variance, section 24037, district regulations in an R40 zoning district, where 25 feet to the side yard property line is required. The applicant can provide 16.47 feet for the construction of a rear deck addition, thus requesting a variance of 8.53 feet. The property is located at 84 Brothers Road on .77 acres and identified as tax grid number 635803026307 in the town of Wappinger. Good evening, sir. How are you? Can I please have your name and address for the record? Good. Can I have a motion to open the public hearing, please?
I'll move it.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, please tell us what you need and what you're seeking.
I'm going to do the addition, and in the back side I can extend the rear deck, which is about 7 feet in the zoning. So I need permission to build it. We
Okay.
meet there actually on Saturday there, so everybody saw that.
I saw the house this afternoon. Yeah, quite a lot going on there.
It finally started.
Anybody, any questions for Mr.?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things we asked was, there's a significant overhang on that one side.
It's coming off.
Yeah, so just confirmation that's being removed. Again, it looked like someone was maybe trying to build like a deck there, or God knows what.
No, not on the side.
Yeah, so that would be coming off, so,
Yes,
basically the deck is no closer to the side property line than the house currently is.
it's going just to the back side, yes.
I'd also note that on that side, the house abutting the property, is a corner lot, right? So it's a rear property line adjoining his side property line, which I think does make the condition a little bit better.
Quite overgrown back there right now.
A lot of poison ivy.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any questions?
No,
Nothing?
no, like you said, we all visited Saturday. It was a good visit, and we went over everything with Mr. Sepko then.
Great.
Oh, the improvement will better the neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah, the house looks like it needs a lot of work right now, so.
There's the man.
Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to step forward and talk about this application? If not, can I have a motion to close the public hearing, please?
Make a
I'll move
motion, close?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Can I have a motion to grant or deny the variance?
I'll make a motion to grant the variance. It's an older house. The adjoining property is a corner lot, so it's kind of a side yard to a backyard property configuration wherein, the house is not that close to an adjoining house. It's fairly heavily wooded. The condition's not worse than what the house already has in terms of its adjacency to the side property line. I think the benefit can be achieved by no other feasible means. There is no undesirable change in the neighborhood. If anything, I think it is making the property better. The request is not substantial, since the house already has a similar setback. There's no adverse physical or environmental effect, and the difficulty is self-created.
I'll second it.
Okay, we got a motion second. Can I have a roll call, please, B?
Mr. Delacorte?
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Lorenzini?
Yes. So your variance has been granted, sir. You're good to go with your new deck and addition. Good luck with your house.
Well,
You'll hear from the
take it up with the building
department
department,
in a few
right?
Well, that's,
days. You'll be ready to go when you hear from the building department in a few days, when your permit's ready.
Okay. I started demolition already, so.
Okay.
good to know. That's it. Thank you
that's
very
it.
much.
You're all set. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good night. Appeal number 257851, area variance, Jill Sittler Rhoda and James Rhoda, seeking an area variance, section 24037 of district regulations, R40 zoning district, where 25 feet to the side yard right property line is required. The applicant can provide 10 feet for the construction of a 10 by 20 shed, thus requesting a variance of 15 feet. The property is located at 12 Highview Road on 1.2 acre and is identified as tax grid number 6358010386222 in the town of Wappingers. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Rhoda. Can I please have your name and address for the record, please?
James Rhoda, 12 Highview Road, Wappingers Falls.
And Jill Sittler Rhoda, 12 Highview, Wappingers.
Thank you. Can I please have a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll
make-
move it.
Shall I
Second.
make a motion to open, or second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. So just real quick, what you need and why you need it.
We need a 15-foot variance to place a 10 by 20 shed in the backyard, replace the existing shed.
Like I said, I came to the property today, so what you're doing back there, I know you're gonna upset the squirrels and the rabbits and the deer, but I had no issues. Did anybody on the board have any issues here?
No, there's an existing shed also on the site that I believe you said was being demolished?
Yes,
And that one appears to actually be closer to the property line than what you were proposing?
it appears that way,
Yeah.
yes.
So, which I think that's actually making the condition better. And, you know, you're also setting this back further. And I noted it is a kind of a pie-shaped site, so if you were to follow the required setback, it would basically put this shed at the dead middle of your yard, which I could see as being not a good thing.
Correct.
So it was funny, because when I was back there, it said, oh, man, you're gonna upset the rabbits and the squirrels, and then I looked at your pictures, and you actually have wildlife in your pictures.
We didn't want to disturb them. The shed's further back, so that's why it's placed strategically where it
There was
is.
a coyote this morning laying out his son on like where it goes up, so they won't
So-
like that.
So does the board have anything else?
No.
Anybody, nothing?
No.
So can I have a motion to close? Oh, I'm sorry, I need to ask the public. Is there anybody who'd like to step forward and talk about this proposed application for a variance? Now, can I have a motion to close, please?
I'll make a motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now can I have a motion to grant or deny the application?
I'll move to grant the application. I believe that the benefit couldn't be achieved in another means because your current shed is in the current placement, it's just being moved back. You know, as far as the distance from the side property line, it's less of a encroachment on the side property line. You're also moving closer to the wood line and out of view from your neighbors, et cetera. So I think it's better, it's a benefit to the community, benefit to your neighbor. In this case, it is a substantial request, but it doesn't have any environmental effects. I think that it's going to benefit your neighbors, so I move to grant your variance.
Second.
Can I have a roll call, please, B?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Delacorte?
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez?
Yes.
Mr. Lorenzini?
Yes. So your variance has been granted.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time and effort. The pictures were great. And you're good. Enjoy your new shed.
Thank you.
So you'll hear from the building department. It takes a day or two for the paperwork to get put in, and then we pull your permit and we'll work on it.
Moving on to the next, appeal number 257852, area variance, Joseph Chipione. Seeking an area variance, section 24037 of district regulations, R40 zoning district, where 25 feet side yard left property line is required. The applicant can provide 9 feet for the legalization of an existing 10 by 26 shed, thus requesting a variance of 16 feet. The property is located at 67 Gold Road on 1.2 acres and is identified as tax grid number 63580302940 in the town of Wappingers. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Joe
Could I have your
Chippeloon.
name and address for the record, please?
It's Joseph Chippeloon, 67 Gold Road in Wappingers.
Have a motion to open public hearing?
I'll make a motion to open the public hearing.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, just real quick, what you need, why you need it?
I'm just seeking a variance for 16 feet for an existing shed that's 9 feet off the property line.
I was out at the house today. I had to actually walk all the way down the driveway to even find the shed. I couldn't see it. It was like totally hidden back there, so, I personally had no issues with it. Did anyone on the board have any questions, any issues, any?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I think the shed is kind of within a little pocket of greenery.
Yep.
I'm not sure that anyone could see it except for you from your backyard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the location actually made sense, for that reason, although it's a large variance.
Yes.
I thought the shed was placed well, actually, for that property. And the ground, the way it's laid out.
Thank you.
I would also know that it's an aesthetically pleasing shed,
Yeah.
Yes.
which we don't often get, unfortunately.
Right.
It looked like someone actually did put some time and thought
Thank
what
you.
they were building.
Beautiful gutters and
Thank you for
downspouts.
that. Beautiful gutters.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to step forward and talk about this area variance? I have a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll move it.
Motion. Second?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
So closed. I have a motion to grant or deny this variance.
I'll make a motion to grant. Again, the shed is heavily screened, more than I think, it's beyond what we typically ask people in terms of screening. It's almost invisible from all locations, which is a huge reason why, I would be in favor of granting this. It's built, the benefit cannot really be achieved by any other means short of moving something, which it would be a substantial, impact. There's no undesirable change to the neighborhood. Again, you can't see it from anywhere. The request is substantial. There's no adverse physical or environmental effects, and the difficulty is self-created.
Second?
Yeah, please have a roll call, B.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Delacorte?
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez?
Yes.
Mr. Morrison?
Yes. Been granted, you're good to go, and I guess the building department will be in touch with you.
He has more time, it's already there. The other was one filled in.
Thank
But
you very
yes,
much,
you'll
guys.
hear
Have a good
from
night.
us shortly.
Thank
You
you.
too, take care.
Tell I just got back from vacation, right? I'm kind of like in a mood. All right. Now the following 5 items are on for discussion. So you folks know, discussion is that we bring you up, we just want to know what you want to do, then we set it for a site visit. We come out for a site visit and we just check out your property, what you're looking to do, and then we schedule it for a public hearing. And public hearing, for these talks will be at August 26th. If there's a problem with the dates, we can always go out further to September if you need to. Just please ask, and we'll try and do anything we can. So, the first one, appeal number 257853, Christina and Christian Acevedo, seeking area variance, section 24037, district regulations in R20 zoning district, where 20 feet to the side right property line is required. The applicant can provide 16.8 feet for the replacement of an existing 15 by 20 deck with stairs, thus requesting a variance of 3.2 feet. The property is located at 15 Saxon Place on 0.51 acres and is identified as tax grid number 625803216078 in the town of Wappingers. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can I have your name and address for the record, please?
James Hoffman, and my address is 3 Baldwin Drive, Wappingers Falls.
Okay? Please, just briefly, what you need and why you need it.
Sure. Christina is replacing an existing deck on the house that was torn down. So in rebuilding the deck, we'll be encroaching a little bit on a pie-shaped property line. So as the deck goes out, it gets a little bit closer to the property line as it gets further from the house. So we're just looking to put something back up.
All right. You said the deck was torn
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, there was some kind of issue, and we tore it down to facilitate the sale of the house.
Okay.
So I have a question. I was out there yesterday. It didn't look like you had any barrier against the slider.
There should be, there was a fence screwed, I screwed it over the slider.
Okay.
It wasn't there yesterday.
You know, I don't remember seeing it. That's why I'm asking
I'll
you
confirm, but
today.
yeah,
And my
there's a-
deputy said there was nothing there. So,
I haven't been there in a while, but there was a section already.
so if so I have a picture of when you did it, or whatever. So this is from 2023.
Okay.
So if there is no barrier there for safety, please make sure
There'll be one
something's
there
put there
tomorrow. Yes, ma'am.
immediately. Thank you.
I mean, I think it's worth noting now that we're doing these reports, that an inspection was made by the building department, and no other violations, I guess, were found at that time.
Okay. Thank you for that, Barbara.
Sure.
Definitely will help a lot. Does anyone else have any questions for Mr. Hoffman? Seems pretty straightforward what they want to do here. So then we'll schedule this for a site visit on August 23rd at 9 a.m. And then we'll schedule this for a public hearing on August 26th at 7 p.m. Will those dates and times work for you, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you could just have somebody, what do we usually do with a deck? You want to lay it, you want to,
I mean, if you can mark the property line, and if
Yeah.
you can mark the extents of the deck with,
Sure.
a stake, spray paint, whatever is convenient.
that's pretty much it. And then we'll just come out, take a look. We have any questions, we'll bring them up the following Tuesday.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You are. I say you are. I can tell.
Thank you. Appeal number 257854, an area variance, Josefa Gonzalez, seeking an area variance, section 24037, district regulations in an R20 zoning district. We're only, I guess I'm supposed to say 4 feet high fences allowed in the front yard. The applicant has erected a 6-foot fence, thus requesting a variance of 2 feet. Where no structure is allowed in the front yard, the applicant has installed a hot tub, thus requesting a variance to allow for a hot tub to remain. The property is located at 30 Lake Oniat Drive on 0.67 acres and is identified as tax grid number 6257001443859 in the town of Wappinger. Good evening, folks. How are you tonight?
Fine, thank you.
Could I just have your name and address quick for the...
Josefa Gonzalez, 30 Lake Onion Drive, Wappinger Falls.
Sir?
Your name?
Ray Rosado, 30 Lake Onion Drive, Wappinger Falls.
Thank you. Just real quickly, what you need, why you need it.
So we're seeking a variance of 2 feet and requesting also a variance to allow for the hot tub to remain.
Okay.
Is this a privacy issue? Is that what it is?
Well,
Because of the
for
hot
the
tub?
fence, yes.
So when I was out there, this is a corner property.
It is, yeah.
Their rear yard is a wetland. They have nowhere else to put it, to be honest. I looked at this, you can't see it, it's behind a fence, which is for all practical purposes, a front patio. But their house is just set that they really have no side yard, no rear yard, no side on the other side of the house. So you'll see that when you go out.
So the fence is in front of the hot tub, which is technically in the front yard because you have a corner lot.
Right.
It's 2 front yards.
Yeah.
Right. That we,
It's actually 3.
right, because you have the front door, right.
Okay. So you have the actual front of the house and then 2 additional,
Front, and
Right.
then the side is
It's
a
another
Okay.
street
and then the wetlands. So
okay.
behind.
we took the smallest part of the house and just put a small fence.
Cannot see the hot tub.
Did
Oh,
I
you
miss
can't see it,
the-
no.
Is there a layout drawn or anything?
Yeah, I don't see one. That's what I was
There
looking for,
should
too.
be,
There's all kinds.
There's like a little bit of a floor plan. It doesn't really show the full house.
Yeah, no site, right?
if you, I don't have a picture, but if I look it up on Zillow, you can see it. Just bear with me a
Guess we'll
moment.
see when we get there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
we'll see it when we
know, I
get
know Lake Oniad pretty good. I know the lots are pretty tiny and
Oh, okay.
And again, the building department report turned up 2 closed applications and nothing else.
Right.
So I have a picture of it, if you'd like to see it. I know you're going out, but someone wanted to see it now, no?
No, I found something.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
There's nothing to mark, I guess, right? Because it's
Yeah.
built, presumably, right?
I mean, it's there, so we just got to come out and take a look at it. So we'll come out on August 26th, or August 23rd, I apologize. We'll come out on August 23rd, probably about 9:30 in the morning. Just a real quick stop by, fly by, in and out, and then we'll schedule a public hearing for August 26th at 7 o'clock, and we'll take it from there, okay? I mean, this seems pretty straightforward, so, okay?
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good evening.
You
Thank you.
too.
We'll see you very soon. Thank you. Thank you for stopping. Appeal number 257855, Christian and Jessica Gaviria, seeking an area variance, section 24037, district regulations, R20 zoning district, where 20 feet to the side left property line is required. The applicant can provide 6 feet for the legalization of a 12 by 20 shed, thus requesting a variance of 14 feet. Where 40 feet to the rear yard property line is required, the applicant can provide 8 feet for the legalization of a 12 by 20 shed, thus requesting a variance of 32 feet. Where no more than 2 accessory structures are allowed on property, the applicant has 3 structures, thus requesting a variance to allow all 3 structures to remain. The property is located 18 Darrell Lane on 0.42 acres and is identified as tax grid number 625701092744 in the town of Wappingers. Good evening, folks. How are you tonight?
Good evening all. My name is Jessica Gaviria, 18 Darrell Lane, Wappinger Falls.
My name is Christian Gaviria, 18 Darrell Lane, Wappinger Falls.
Great, thank you. Just real briefly, what you need, why you need it.
We're requesting a variance for the existing 3-shed house in the house. I mean, it's right in the property, in our property, so
The variance of 14 feet.
Right.
There's three structures?
yes.
Why is there 3? Are they already there? You said.
They're already there.
When did you buy the house?
We bought it on 2019.
In 2019.
So it looks like you opened an application for a deck and a pool, and that's probably what brought this to the attention of the building department? Is that,
What is it?
We were looking for the solar panels.
Okay.
And we didn't know that we didn't have that everything was in order.
okay.
So when we applied for the solar panels, we got a letter from you guys saying that it's denied because we have to.
But we got it that, the pool and the deck and the share house, they were not there.
They're not legalized.
Yeah, they're not
Right.
legalized, but
Okay.
we had to legalize first.
So there's an open deck permit,
So the
right?
pool and the deck is open, they opened that up.
Okay, no variance is required for any of those? It's
No.
all just open?
No.
Okay.
And one of the sheds, it's a very small shed, smaller in person, has a shed amnesty. from 2003.
Do you know which shed? Is it the one at the front?
So when you come into the backyard, this shed, it looks more like a gardening shed. They have a very nice garden
Right by the
next to
garden.
it. And that's when you first come into the side yard. And then dead ahead at the back, they have a little shed that has the amnesty, and then the bigger shed that's requiring the variance. So this shed, the garden shed, I think she at first said she would get rid of it, not to need the variance for the 3 structures, or move it. And then in hindsight, they'd like to keep it, because I guess you use it for your gardening tools. And so now they're asking you to let it remain, or even if she has to move it in a little bit. It can't stay there, it's against the fence, but she wants to be able to keep it.
That looks like a plastic or vinyl?
Yes, it's a Rubbermaid or some Sunjoys.
So it would be moved someplace else on the site? Is that the idea?
Well, the idea is to see if we'll be able to keep it there where it is.
Okay.
Just, because it's right next to the garden.
Okay. Because Barbara, I think you said they couldn't keep it because it was
They
touching the
can't
fence?
keep, you have no clearance, you're on the property line. It has to be moved in 10 feet.
All right.
And right there, I think if you move it in 10 feet, you're gonna be in your walkway to go to your sunroom. If you move it down and in a little, it would work.
So if the intent is to move it, we would need to know where the new location would be prior, during the site visit.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna have to look around in the backyard and see where would be a good location to put it on.
You'll have to mark it out for them, and it's a 10 by 8-ish shed, you'll have to measure it, and then mark out at least 10 feet from the side where you would put it.
Can we put it in the back, like where the other ones are? It would-
As long as it's 10 feet from the rear, otherwise you'd need another variance, that's a lot then.
So if you put it someplace that needs another variance, we would need to know now because it has to be published. What's our time frame to make a decision? We have a month until
Oh,
the next meeting.
we have like 2 weeks.
So you have 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to figure out where you want it to be. And then tell B and Barbara what decision you're making.
We could just put it down, we could just put down the plastic one.
What do you mean, put it down?
Like just put it away.
Remove it?
It's your option, but
Yeah.
if you want to keep it and ask them to allow it, it just needs to be 10 feet from either side or the rear.
Right now is the easiest time for you to try to get it without having to do this whole process a second time. So if you have any inclination you want to keep it, you have 2 weeks to decide where you want it to go, and
All right.
tell us.
Yeah, go home and talk it over.
If you want, and you find a place, you can call me and I'll come out and look at it and make sure it will work.
Okay,
All
thank you.
right, thank you.
Thank you. That'll work?
Yes.
So we'll go forward with this. We'll come out for a site visit on August 23rd at 10 o'clock in the morning. That sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. If you do decide where you want to move it, like you said, call and get that taken care of. And then we'll schedule it for a public hearing on the 26th at 7 PM.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay? Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Have a great night.
All righty. Appeal number 257856, area variance, Joshua Indorf, seeking area variance, section 24037, district regulations to an R40 zoning district where 50 feet to the rear yard property line is required. The applicant can provide 16.1 feet for the legalization and maintenance of an existing 192-foot square foot pool shed, thus requesting a variance of 33.9 feet. The property is located at 140 Old Hopewell Road on 2.6 acres, is identified as tax grid number 615701 313530 in the town of Wappingers. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. For the record, Taylor Palmer with the law firm of Cuddy and Fader on behalf of the applicant. As you stated, Mr. Chairman, we are here before you tonight in connection with our initial review of an area variance application for the existing pool shed at the property. The applicants are not proposing any new construction. They're just working to close out permits for the existing conditions at the property. For the benefit of the board, I'll give you a quick background on this. I know we're going to set it for public hearing, but just want to give you the lay of the land here. The property is about a 2.67 acre parcel located south of Hopewell Road between Route 9 and 9D to the west. It's classified in your R40 one-family residence district district, and it's currently improved by their existing single-family residence and certain accessory structures, including that in-ground pool and the shed that we're talking to you about tonight. Several years ago, the applicant obtained certain approvals in order to install the in-ground pool and installed the pool shed at that time. The applicants understood that the rear setback, as you've heard from some of the prior applications tonight, would be 10 feet, and that the review of the pool shed during the process ultimately determined that while the pool shed is located 16-plus feet from the property line, because of its size, it needs to meet the 50-foot setback, which is why we're before you. So ultimately, because they were later informed through the separate application for the building permit to legalize that shed, a building permit's necessary and was denied because of its location. So if it were under 144 square feet, then we would have the 10-foot requirement, but because we're just over that at 192, ultimately we have to seek relief from you where the pool shed is presently 16.1 feet from the property line. So as we'll more fully discuss at the public hearing, Section 240-37 or Attachment 3 to Section 240 attachment for the dimensional regs requires us to have that additional setback for structures under 144 feet, which is very specific, but I realize that's 12 by 12, which is a very popular shed size. So with that introduction, I'm certainly pleased to answer any questions procedurally. As a single-family home and a setback variance, this is a Type 2 application in accordance with seeker. Of course, the property, as you'll likely see during your site visit, very heavily wooded. The applicant is actually the neighbor to himself in the back of the property. And really, as you'll see, you cannot see this, I think, as you mentioned in prior applications, from the street or really anywhere else other than in the pool.
My only question is that, I mean, is he running like in a junkyard back there?
So I have a list of the vehicles that he has on the property.
You know, I'd like to put it simply to you, but I mean, looking at what I'm looking at, I mean, it literally looks like there's a junkyard back there.
Yeah, I think you'll see at the site, and I think B mentioned that earlier, Barbara, the other B, mentioned that she would go through with us which property that's even on. As I mentioned, the applicant owns an adjoining property. I understand that the vehicles you're referring to are actually on the adjoining property, not the property that's before you this evening. Notwithstanding, he does have, I believe, some vehicles. There's a 69 Mustang, a 71 Vet. Those are in a garage. The driveway has a 49 F1 old pickup, 68 F600, which is an orange, very much older. It looks like pretty much the oldest vehicle on the site. There's a 68 F250 that his son's working on. There's a 97 F250 that's on the road, and then there's also his E350 van, Jericho Construction. But those, again, the orange truck, for example, is in his driveway. But those parcels, I think there's two other bodies that you may be referring to. Those are on an adjoining parcel.
So this one that's just wheels.
Yeah, those are the bodies. Those are on the adjoining parcel. But I believe the applicant, based on information that we just received today from initial communications with Barbara, I think we're going to speak to her about those. Again, not at this property, but notwithstanding, I think he's going to remove those anyways because he wants to try and close this all out. Whatever Barbara tells us, we're going to work through.
So we're referencing the site inspection report that Barbara just gave us. So, based upon the fact that there are, it sounds like some issues on the site with vehicles, possibly construction vehicles, the tarped shed, which counts as a structure, I would think, or we've counted as structures in the past. What is the best way to proceed? Do we want to see this stuff cleaned up before we set a public hearing?
So there's two ways to look at it. First of all, I'd like to see the property line staked out to see which property it's on.
Yep.
But regardless, he owns both. So he can't have the shed, that you want to call it a shed, on either property on his property that the house is on without a permit. And if it is on that property, it would be so close to the property line.
Just to be clear, we're talking about a different, not the shed that's before you.
Yeah, it's like a Quonset hut. It's those pipe sheds with the skin.
This guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's on the other property, it has to be removed because the other property's vacant. And without a primary structure, you can't have an accessory structure. And he can't have all those vehicles on the lawn like that, or grass or woods, however. He has to clean it up. And there's a lot of pictures of a lot of parts and pieces of vehicles on both sides of that driveway. So it's incumbent upon him to show which parcel is everything on, because it's a little suspect that some,
No, we'll clarify, we'll
Maybe
mark
on
that
the
out, but
phone.
as I've been advised by the applicant, that is not the parcel that's before you, and if you look at where the pool shed is on your site plan, you'll see where Barbara's referring to that other driveway that comes off the site. It is set back, I think, significantly from that pool shed. We're happy to lay that out, but we understand that they're on the separate lot, but the applicant is now that he's aware of the concern, we're going to address that in the separate application, and I imagine we'll receive either some type of information, or maybe do you need to submit a FOIL for the other location?
the other location's just vacant land, so
Yeah.
we wouldn't have anything. But I think for your site visit, it should be
Staked
staked to the
out, yep.
property line so that it's clear to this board that your client has
Right.
everything on the other lot, which was a different issue.
And I think importantly to that, I think one of the members mentioned it tonight, to the extent that would be conceivable as a condition, I don't think the applicant would be concerned with that as meaning cleaning up that other lot in relation to the application that's before you. So while they're separate parcels, I think the applicant would be amenable to that. They're just trying to finish and legalize what's been there for some time. And as you'll see at the site, you're not seeing this from anywhere.
So part of the reason we started doing this as of, basically this meeting is to ensure that, sites don't have any other glaringly open violations, before we start down the road of this process, because it complicates things
100%.
endlessly.
Yeah, I went to the site myself before the.
So I don't know if this is glaring enough to stop us from proceeding. I don't know anyone else's opinion.
I would go if he's willing to make the condition to clean it up. Maybe some of it could be cleaned up before
Yeah, I think
August 23rd.
I think the bodies you're referring to, those will be gone by Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, it's the construction vehicles that are worrisome because, again, it's very unenforceable when you have a concealed property, if someone's running an illegal construction business out of it.
Right.
Because obviously Barbara doesn't have the right to just
Go on the
randomly
properties.
go on a site and look.
I think when you see the site,
I see that as the biggest concern based on this report.
I think when you see the site, it's not.
Wetlands through there too, isn't there?
Excuse me?
Wetlands?
To the left, it's partially on that second piece.
That's another concern too, with the vehicles leaking
Yeah,
fluids.
of course. Understood. I think, again, while they are separate properties, we hear the board's concerns, we hear Barbara's concerns that have been presented to us today, so we're going to work to address those, again, well before your site visit. But again, I think the applicant will be amenable to a condition as such. Again, I don't think there was anything, when you see it, there are not construction vehicles in the line of like contractor, backhoe or other materials. There's like a little trailer that's utilized, and then there's a van that says Jericho Construction. And there's the old orange body truck, but it's almost like you're at, a farm market and they have like the old truck just like hanging out there, and it's like how you're at. So it's certainly not advertising a business because you can't see them anywhere from the road, but we understand the concerns that Barbara's presented and that you all tonight, and I think we can address those.
Back to the original application.
Sure.
All the way back there?
Yes.
That's
it.
the pool shed?
Yeah, it's the pool shed. Yep. Yeah, it's 192 square feet. You'll see it. It's actually pretty tall.
It's not an apartment, it looks like an apartment.
No, you'll see.
No.
Yeah.
No, it
There's
isn't.
no bathroom, kitchen.
I'll have to confirm, but it's absolutely, yeah, you'll see.
From the pool side, his property is high.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
one
I see the
story.
site plan, it looks like it kind of has a
It's
nice
just
line of
one
sight.
Into the hill,
story.
yeah.
And then the property slopes dramatically,
Yep.
and then it has, I think, a brick
Yes.
like a basement, but it's a shed then from down below. It's kind of a
Yeah.
unique building, but I don't think anybody
The
would live in
topography
it.
is what creates the height, so to speak. in exactly
It
as
looks like a
Barbara
nice
described.
structure, but it looks like more than a pool shed.
Yeah. When you come into the property, you'll drive in, there's a round driveway. On the left-hand side is where you'll see the pool shed. So if you come to the right, you'll see nothing. The pool is behind the house, and then the pool shed is, as soon as you go to the left side of the house and go back, you'll see it there. And it's, again, still, because of the color, it's still difficult even to see, but you'll then see the relationship as Barbara described with the hill looking up at the structure.
Okay. So it's legally allowed to have a bathroom, I would think.
If it does.
But not a kitchen.
Because if they're using it as a cabana, I don't know if the permit said it had a bathroom. So if it does, we'll have to amend the permit. That means plumbing and other things happen, but
So it seems like we should know that if they have plumbing.
We can clarify that before, yeah.
It seems unlikely that they went with a structure of that size.
Yeah.
Without it.
Yeah, I think pool sheds, cabanas type places, well, you guys would know, they have that.
Yeah.
I think the important point is that we want to make sure whatever's legalized through the building department is all on file, so.
I imagine it definitely has plumbing, it probably has the pool pump
The,
within it. and-
Right.
Well, the equipment's marked as being somewhere else. I don't think- Is there any plumbing equipment even in it?
That I'm not sure
Is it
of.
separately, if you look at the site plan, there's a little square off the side that says pool, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's for the pool or for the, like you said, for the pool, shed for itself or the
And
pool.
it's 2 full stories? I mean, it looks like it's 2.
It's like, it varies between 13 some odd feet and about 20 feet. So I guess from a story perspective, yes, I think there's an upstairs component of it, but that's also just its relationship to the hill.
Okay.
The hill, so if you're in the backyard at the pool, it just looks
It
like
looks to
a
be a flat,
one-story shed. It's just that the property on each side of it dramatically drops, and that's where you see the other
Right, and then
base
his-
of it, which is the side, like you can walk in the shed there.
Right, and then his other lot is the next property over from that.
Okay, and Barbara, in terms of area requirements, being kind of 2 full floors, no issues?
Square footage wise.
Right, we were over square footage, we had to be under 140, if we were 144 and under, then, and the height too, I
The
think is
height
also a
can't be
trigger.
20 feet past the medium, and they've got
Right.
20 feet to the ridge vent, so
Right.
they're fine.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, sir, at the beginning you mentioned that it was built,
What's that?
when the shed, pool shed was, call it a shed, it looks like, when the structure was built.
Right.
They thought the property marker was 10 feet?
The applicant explained that they understood that the size of the structure, they thought that the setback, because the size is about 40 square feet bigger than what's permitted. If it were 144 square feet and less, the 10-foot setback would apply. So they're 16.1 feet, so they're well within that setback, but because they're 192 square feet, they need to be 50 feet. So there's a big delta for a matter of 40 some odd square feet of the structure. That's why we're before you. If it was 144 square feet, then we wouldn't be before your board.
So I'm just looking.
So, I mean, each floor is 192 square feet, like the total occupiable is 384, right?
It still falls,
Okay.
okay.
You're
but
going on
I'm-
footprint, not actual usable
It's
area.
the footprint, right?
But I'm looking at some of the notes, and these might be general notes, that all electric, plumbing, and mechanical HVAC work has to be filed under separate permits. There's a chimney.
Chimney,
So
yep.
I don't know if there's a fireplace in there, or if it's just decorative. Actually, there is a fireplace.
It looks like a fireplace.
I believe so, yep, according to the plans.
So, I don't think I have the permit here, but let's just find out. Ask Josh what he's actually got going on in there.
Yeah, are we able to gain access to the structure when we make the site visit?
Yep. Yeah, it's not, there's no, yeah, it's certainly not, well, I'll leave it to the site visit, but
We never know. People hide things.
I know. I believe it.
Yeah, it's just being called a pool shed, but I'm curious with the fireplace and if there's electric and plumbing, what exactly. I mean, he's using it as
It's a shed adjacent a pool.
Right, if
I wouldn't say
it's a pool cabana, that's okay. Just
Yeah.
make sure that this permit
Includes
has the
electric or,
plumbing
yeah.
and everything on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yep.
So, Barb, you think we can just go forward with this?
I
then?
would,
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay, so then we'll schedule this for a site visit. We'll come out on August 23rd at about 10:30 in the morning, by the time we're done with the other three. I understand it's his property and it's stuck way back there in the woods and all that, but still, when we know about something like this,
He expressed complete, like, utter sort of like, hey, his reaction to me telling him that you can't do that was like, what are you, basically like, what are you talking about, lawyer? So I'm trying to work through that now and explaining a principal structure and the fact that any other accessory use would still require a principal. So we're going through that process. I think he understands that fully and is willing to work.
We can head off some problems too, if he does decide to sell one of the pieces.
Right.
Yeah, it's in his best interest. There's a
100%.
general attitude that zoning doesn't count if no one else can see it.
Yeah, I don't think it was that. I think he thought he could utilize, yeah, again, I won't put any more words in his mouth other than he was expressed absolute sort of anger for the lawyer explaining it to him that way.
so we'll also schedule this for a public hearing on August 26th at 7 PM.
Great.
Okay?
Great. And Barbara, we'll be in touch just to
Sure.
go over everything. Thank you very much.
And we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're, package. And now,
And now I would ask that you consider a motion for executive session for attorney-client discussion.
so yes, I will make a motion that we go into executive session for legal advice.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're in executive session.
Are we going to leave the room?